So here we have no fewer than another 6. So let's see what happens when we take on these various side quests. Alright, Seath. You were the first person I saw, so I guess it only makes sense that we speak with you first. So, let's go ahead and take on this quest entitled Eat Like an Ia. Seath wishes to express their gratitude to you. Words cannot express my gratitude to you, traveler, as it is thanks to you that I now remember the wonderfully unpleasant pangs of hunger. 'Tis truly a blessing. And since you are here, allow me to ask you a question. Have you perhaps come across an Ia at the very edge of the land, gazing vacantly into the great beyond? I would like them to join me for dinner if I may trouble you to ask. Okay. Let's see what happens when we do that. So file past all the Luminions and find out where this Ia is. Past the trees, making our way towards the abyss there. And now it's coming into view. Hi there. Yes? What do you want of me, stranger? Well, this. Food? What is this food you speak? Oh, yes, I do believe I am beginning to remember. Victuals. Sustenance. That said, your unusual appearance suggests to me that our concepts of what constitutes a meal differ greatly. Pray tell, do you enjoy the act of eating? Not if it tastes bad or... Intriguing. What precisely constitutes something tasting good? I surmise this means that it evokes feelings of pleasure within you. Yes, it does. I can give some details on that. I too wish I could experience this concept of taste for myself. Sadly, in my current state, such things are not possible. But perhaps you might briefly lend me your corporeal form for the experience? I promise that I will give it back once my curiosity is sated. Oh, we're doing this again? Yeah, I'm afraid I can't do that. Well, you cannot blame me for asking. But it is no matter. I shall take it by force. Oh no! Well, this sucks. I didn't want it to come to this, man. But yeah, I mean, what's to stop you from not passing it back to me? I don't want to hurt you, man. But he's out like a light. Back to the abode. Alright, Seath. You have returned, and yet you wear a troubled expression. Did something amiss happen out there on your travels? Yeah, your guy tried to attack me. Oh dear! To think the mind had already deteriorated to such an extent! I knew their mental decline had progressed, and I had been worried they would eventually go mad and drift away. I'd hoped the memories of a good meal can bring them back to a spot. To attempt to rob someone of their physical form like that? It would seem they were already well beyond my reach. I am quite sorry for having forced you into such an uncomfortable position, as well as the unceremonious way in which you were treated by one of our own. Here, pray accept this token of my most sincere apologies. We'll definitely take it. The experience in 735 gil. As some of the other Ia continue to show off their head-popping antics. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and speak with this anxious Ia for our next quest, entitled A Life of Regrets. The anxious Ia looks longingly skyward. Still no response. I wonder if they have already scattered to the wind. That would be ever so unfortunate, you see. What are you talking about? My, what a large cranial dome you have, and impeccable timing. My esteemed colleague often holds council at their home here, but they have not emerged in quite some time. Perhaps you could pay a visit and see what the trouble may be? Yeah, send out an empathetic wave toward the Ia dwelling. So, like, as an actual wave, then? It doesn't have the emote on it. Okay, we gotta attune to it, actually. Leave me. There's nothing left. The anguish groans of the Ia are resonating in your head. Tell the anxious Ia you were able to find remnants of their friends' thoughts. And see how they respond. Yeah, I gotta tell you about something. I see. If they mean to melodramatically evanescence into the abyss of the comfort of their own home, then I ought to respect their wishes. And yet, I feel the need to be selfish and keep them here to confabulate further on such views. Yes, I shall have to talk them out of it. For that, I shall need your help once more. Large-headed but wholly capable stranger. Okay. Could you fetch me a neurological sinew from another one? You should find them wandering about the wellspring of regrets. Defeat another one to obtain its sinew. Well, in this instance, I gotta go combat-oriented. Because, yeah, I'll get my world rocked if I don't have the right gear in store. So, up and over and head on down to the western end. Oh. Yeah. Aren't you all sorts of creepy? Yeah, you remind me of that second mini-boss from Omega. I was about to say Alpha, but no, it's Omega. Yeah, the Sigma Skeep, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's take it back. Oh, it's no use. The walls of the humble abode are far too thick for my telepathy to penetrate. Did you bring me the sinew? We did, yes. Here you go. Perfect! This zigzagging, fibrous cord is exactly what I need to amplify my empathy. These do extinguish quickly, but it should be enough for me to rile my friend with some provocative persiflage. Moment, please. And so, sometime later... Did it work? Yes, it did. Yeah, hi there. Yeah, we want to say hello. My mind's still smart. Your worn-out shape was bad enough, but did you have to shock me as well? Yeah, need a wake-up call? Use a taser. And like, what the heck happened? I had entirely forgotten that, despite coming from a dumb beast, the neurological sinew from the other one would still transmit its last jolting thoughts, the killing blow you dealt it. Yikes. Yeah, my moves are lethal. As your friend continues to get his head stuck. Yes, well, it was enough to traumatize me back onto this plane. That much is certain. I think I shall take a stroll around the plaza to rid myself of that unpleasant sensation. Good day. Alright, go ahead. But yeah, at least we got you up and about. That's what really matters, right? My friend always was a bit melodramatic in their conduct, but I do believe I will have to keep a closer eye on them from now on. Aside from their close call with dispersion, they are showing other signs that they are losing their faculties. We have a friendship that spans millennia. They can stand to wait a bit longer until the void takes a soul. It would be dreadfully boring without their curt, fatalistic commentary. Jeez. That being said, I shall make for the plaza as well. If they somehow manage to careen towards the illustration tank, I shall be very irritated. Oh, and I do very much appreciate your assistance. I do not have much to offer, but I hope that this shall suffice. Thank you for saving my friend's life. Glad we can help. So we'll take the experience 935 gil plus choice of dye, either the snow white or the soot black. We'll take some white. Besides, I know exactly where I can use it. And what I can use it on. Yeah, I do need to get back to my dancer here. I'm taking away quests myself for getting myself another level. So, where can we find the next one? Right over here we have Bop Book. So, let's see what this is about. By taking on the quest entitled Remember Me, Bop Book is whispering to themselves anxiously. Oh, hello, forgive me, I am distracted. One would think that we would have evolved beyond fear, knowing what we do. But I must confess that I am rather frightened at the prospect of losing who I am. Not in a physical sense, of course, as we ER have transcended all corporeal forms. We do, however, feel the gradual corrosion of our mind, our memories, that which makes us, so to speak. There are ways, however, to slow this inevitable process. One such method is to come in contact with another, and confirm with each other our defining qualities. Therein lies my dilemma. For you see, a friend most dear to me is missing, and I fear their absence will only quicken their own passing into nothingness. It would mean much to me if you could help me find them. Should they be so far gone as to meet you with hostility, simply subdue them and return them to me. Here, you can use this to bind their essence to a retrievable form. Well, that's something that is gonna definitely be useful, I think. There may yet be hope. They enjoyed taking contemplative strolls at a once scenic spot on the opposite end of this landmass. Even if their memories fade, it is likely that they might drift in that direction. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Let's be on our way. Weaken them and then capture the expansive one with psychosuppressive rope. Well, that yeah, that's certainly a term to use. But yeah, do we weaken you to the point where you're at 0 or just to the point where you're at halfway? Let's find out. Get ready to roll here. Yeah, that'll take a good chunk out of you. Okay, let's try the rope. Oh, nope, it's gotta be taken down to 0.1. Alright, 0.1 it is. Or even less than, or even a little more than that. 6%. Okay, mission accomplished. Back over to the IA. Looking for Babook. Hi there. I have searched throughout the abode, but my companion is nowhere to be found. I wonder if it is too late. Not in your case. Here you go. The poor thing. To think they were so far gone. Still, I'm glad you were able to find them. This will now allow me to absorb what remains of their mind into my own. Oh, there is no cause for alarm. The procedure should have negligible effect on my faculties. If my friend can no longer recognize me, I'll have no choice but to become the host for the memories they themselves no longer recall. Yeah, these people here, these creatures are so creepy. Yeah, I guess you gotta go show us the process of this. These visions, yes, they are my friend's memories. They have grown faint with the loss of their owner's identity, but they have not yet dissipated completely. And what is this? Yes, they still have memories of me. Dim as they are, they now serve to remind me who I, myself, once was. Yeah, so pop your head off for a moment. Have you figured it out? And yet, as the memories come together, the identity that is Bob Book begins to flicker and waver. Yes, I must speak the final words that will become my epitaph while I am able. Fortunately, there's someone here who will remember them for me. Yeah, me? So you've inadvertently killed yourself? Yeah, this is so weird. Alright. In my final moments, I must define myself. I would call myself a realist. Others would call me a coward. Which am I to believe as I become one with the void? And in the end, does it matter? Yes, that should do. That said, I feel most peculiar. I am not of one mind now, but two. In truth, I am not even sure those words I recited were my own. All I know is that these words reflect the me that exists now, for I, standing before you, did recite them, and even if one day my identity should dissipate, these words will remain with you as a vestige of what I once was. That is of some comfort to me, for no one should be forgotten, even if they forget themselves. I hope your own memories will live long within you, and within those who have shared this existence with you. Of course. So we'll take the experience in the 775 gil. And so, yeah, back to losing your head again. But yeah, how do we think that absorbing another person's memories and then as a result completely losing your own in the process and theirs makes you go a little bit weird and squirrely? Yeah, nothing short of creepy at all. Ugh. Alright, let's keep on going. 3 more quests to complete in around here. Alright, next up, we have an EA known as Jaw Jagged. Let's go ahead and speak with him to take on the quest entitled Come Back to Us. Jaw Jagged emits a muffled noise resembling a cough. Fleshly one, come hither. I have a task of some import I would entrust to you. Worry not, it should be well within your capacities. You see, I wish to summon back one of my fellow Ea who lingers at the gates to the beyond. To what end they await there, I do not know. What I do know is that as if they do not return to us, their spirit will eventually unravel, leaving them nothing but a wandering entity like those on the outside. And so, I would ask you to summon them back to our abode before they are consigned to such a fate. Can you do this for me? Sure. Do it yourself. No. I am much obliged. Simply make for the gate and call out to my friend. Might I suggest a variant of the traditional EA beckoning? Allow me to demonstrate. Ahem. Yeah, I might as well have been saying Yeah, I cannot do that like they do it in SCTV. Then again, I was never much of a fan of that show. The humor was above my head, and some of it I just could not wrap my head around. I thought it was just too weird. With the chat mode and say, use coup to call outs. Alright. Is that a beckoning I hear? The timbre of your cooing sound rather dull. Anyhow, if it is I you seek, you will find me to the north of where you stand. Okay. Go. Yeah, there you are. Are you the one who summoned me? No wonder your voice sounded so strange with that fleshy body of yours. I have not seen your kind before. Might you have come here from afar? I see. Then you must feel very privileged to have stumbled upon us. This gate here serves as the ingress to our bastion of enlightenment. All who come from afar to seek such knowledge must pass through. Yeah. Yeah, they always gotta come in threes for me. All the freaking time. I had stood here for so long expecting a visitor. Perhaps it is you for whom I have waited. I couldn't see myself ready to greet someone from another world. But why do you come to us now, in this moment? And why from the village, not toward? Well, let me explain why, as you lose your head. You've got to think about this. Oh, did they now? That is an unexpected development. In any event, I was waiting for someone, and that someone has come. There is no need to wait further. Let Georgeg be assured that I shall return anon. Alright, I will see you out there. I can probably just get back with the motorcycle. Probably a little bit quicker. Actually, it's pretty close. Alright, Jaw. I am pleased to inform you that our friend has returned, and our debates are more amusing for it. It seems I was wise to enlist the help of an outsider. As you may be aware, this settlement was originally conceived as a place where we might explore, and one day solve the mysteries of the universe. Many Eon made the pilgrimage here to contribute to this great cause. Oh, how little we knew. As such, it is not uncommon for someone to wait at the gates for a guest. Tradition, really. However, my friend, for what their reasons, waited overly long. So long that their spirit remembers the act itself, but that they have no memory of who they wish to meet there. Now that you have come for them, they feel they have fulfilled what they set out to do. They have been set free from the lingering thoughts that bound them. At any rate, I am grateful to you for returning my friend to our ranks. Here, I would offer this as a token of thanks. Well, thank you very much. We'll take the experience at 815 gil. Furthermore, I am relieved you were able to make the beckoning call in the right tone. If you had cued instead of cooed, it would have been equivalent to telling that the mind was as empty as a hollow crater, and I doubt that they would have been amused. Well, thanks. Thanks, I guess. So let's go around the corner here. See if we can find our next ghost to take a quest from. Yeah, here you are. Turns out we have an Enviosia over here. Let's go ahead and take the quest that they have entitled Bodily Curiosity. The Enviosia heaves a sigh as they look your body up and down. Oh, look at those rosy cheeks and that sharp silhouette. While our own decision to discard our corporeal forms was of course an enlightened one at the time, I must confess there are some times when I fondly think back on the days when I too was a tangible being. Oh, what I would not give to don proper fleshy raiments once more before I pass into the void. To that end, I have been exploring the possibility of inhabiting another physical form. But I fear there is a rub, for you see, I cannot for the life of me recall what my true form once was. I blame it on the execrable and excruciating flow of time. Alas, I doubt I could even manipulate a body now if I wanted to. Mayhap you might indulge me with a serviceable demonstration? Your elongated appendages greatly contrast with our current gaseous composition, but I wonder if your general sense of mobility was similar to that of our original physical preferences. So, let us see it then. Humor me with a display of sheer joy. Joy, huh? Yeah, not often we get an opportunity to do something like this. But yeah, you want joy there, Ia? Of course I can give it to you. Intriguing. You discharge a great sound from your phonatory appendage and make these rather suggestive gestures, quite different from how we express delight with subtle telepathy. Now, I would like to replicate the movements in preparation for the next time to meet an innocent and amicable traveler like yourself. Allow me to try. In the process, I may gain some insight as to whether our erstwhile bodies once moved in a similar manner. It seems I cannot fully mimic the vocalizations you produce, nor can I garner enough momentum against the air to move my bodies quickly. Let me try a different approach. I feel as though I had a comparable frame, especially those tentacle-esque appendages dangling from your sides. What did you call them again? Hands, was it? Anyhow, I am curious as to the degree of velocity you can generate with said appendages. Should you be agreeable, I would like you to swing those hands with great speed and strike me with as much force as you can muster. As in, yeah, slap him. Alright then. Yeah, I need to set this up in such a way that this will make a good thumbnail. How's that? My word! The impact of that strike was so considerable that I felt it through the very depths of my soul. I can only hope that there were no feelings of genuine hatred or indignation behind it. But alas, it is no use. Even your most energetic motions seem insufficient to jog my memory. Perhaps our physical frames were not so analogous after all. If that is the case, I would make one more request of you. You have ventured to many different places and met many different life forms, have you not? Among the creatures you have met, is there not one that possessed a similar form to that which you might surmise we once did? A tribe of beasts who are viscous to the touch and squeak when they move, or a portly Piscine race with tails and long whiskers. Yeah, we're referring to the little rabbits, we're referring to the Loporits. And a tribe of beasts who are viscous to the touch and squeak when they move. I don't remember what that is. But yeah, let's go with option 1. Fascinating. It's a bit difficult to picture. Mayhap you could hold an image of them in your mind's eye for me? I shall read it and attempt a metamorphosis. Oh, I gotta see this. Yeah, I wonder if they'll turn into what I had in my mind. So we gotta wait for a while. Anamazu! Ah! Oh! I was like, who are we talking about? There's your answer. We have a Namazu in space! Well, they are somewhat rotund, and with ocular facilities of a comparable size. Allow me to perform a locomotive experiment with this body shape. Locomotive? Very well then. First, a gesture of joy. Then, a vivacious slap to the face. Is that how Namazu expressed joy? Oh dear. I see that the clammy appendages beside this creature's phonatory apparatus are distinct from the hands that you possess. And somehow, I feel the urge to utilize them despite their absence. Yeah, to scratch your head? Yeah, wiggle your tail and dance with joy. Oh man, this is too funny. I guess the experiment worked. Given that my immediate synaptic responses are misaligned, it would seem that the erstwhile forms of we are unfortunately rather dissimilar from your Piscean friends. I apologize for the needless detour. Yeah, I wonder what the alternative would have looked like. How bothersome it is to be unable to assimilate with the frame of another creature for lack of memory. It would seem that regaining our physical forms will be even more challenging a task than we originally suspected. While today's experiment has ended in failure, I appreciate the stimulation you provided me. Take this as compensation for your efforts. Yes, the mind is a fickle thing. I can only hope that I will recall what I once looked like while I still possess my mental faculties. Thank you very much. So we'll take the experience in the 735 gil. And away he goes. Yeah, we'll see if he, again, turns into a Namazu sometime in the future. But in the meantime, my dancer is at level 86 and gains Fan Dance 4. And an Enhanced Flourish. Yeah, I approve of this. So yeah, there's Fan Dance round 4. Okay, so... yeah, trying to figure out where we should put it. And in the meantime, I should take a look at the thing. Alright, Fan Dance 4 delivers an attack to all enemies in a combo for you, with a potency of 300 for the first enemy and 50% less for all remaining. Can only be executed while under the effect of 4-fold Fan Dance. Alright. Yeah, as other people are making their way to the end of the main story. Yeah, we were just losing people left and right. But let's go ahead and move on, because, yeah, from what I can tell, this is the last quest here in the abode of the Ia. So, let's go ahead and speak with this yearning Ia to take on the quest entitled The Body Beautiful. The yearning Ia appears to be gazing at you intently. Greetings, unfamiliar life form. Being that you bear a corporeal form, as surely as I, as you can see, do not. Perhaps you might offer me a way out of my predicament. You see, I have been attempting to fashion a vessel that may house our weary souls. Sadly, with no model to work from, I am ashamed to admit my experiments have failed, and rather spectacularly at that. You may have noticed the byproducts of my failed labors, as they now wander aimlessly and pathetically about these environs. I had intended to clean up this mess myself, but the task might prove difficult for a formless being such as myself. Might you put the pitiful creatures out of their misery in my stead? Okay. I thank you, curious one. If you might also retrieve for me their internal cause in the process, I dare say it would be of great benefit to me in the future experiments. In any event, I eagerly await word of your inevitable success. I am very grateful that you hold me in such high regard. Yeah, I gotta switch to Dragoon for this. Alright, go! So we just gotta kill 2 of these things. Right over here. Oh, hold on. There we go. Now we fight. Whoa! And spine shatter again. Yeah, even if I go out of sequence accidentally. Alright, load up. And then let's hit on over here. You know, give you everything we got. Oops. I'm so enthusiastic here that I'm breaking sequences left and right. But hey, we still won. That's what matters. Alright, going through. Back to the earning ER. Well, do the unwitting products of my labor suffer no more? And have you brought back their cores to me? If so, do return them to me. Of course. These, without a doubt, are the cores that form from the doleful hearts of my kind. Yeah, I'm hiding behind my chocobo. While I am disheartened to see my efforts end in this way, I can only learn from what I can from my failures that my future experimentations might give me rise to a satisfactory vessel. In any event, it has been quite some time since we've encountered any entities with even a modicum of intelligence, as you seem to possess. I dare say our conversations have provided us with a sliver of stimulation that has eluded us for ages. I am grateful for your assistance in more ways than one. I do hope the day will come when we can one day meet each other. How might you say it? In the flesh. Well, that'll certainly be a day if that happens, so we'll take our experience in 735 gil. Off he goes, and so, as far as the new content here in and around Ultima Thule, so yeah, suffice to say, we were not expecting to see all these brand new quests. But, now that we have, we've got them all cleared off the board. And so now that I have, it's time for us to go and do what I had planned to do this evening. So let's quickly change back to my Dragoon and head on back to Charlotte.